Daisy, about that project proposal you just sent me. The files you attached to the email were for a different project.
Oh, sorry. My bad. I must have attached the wrong ones by mistake. I'll have it resent in a jiffy.
It's fine this time because you only sent them to me. But if you did this with a client, we'd be in big trouble for all kinds of data breaches. We don't sign those NDAs for fun, you know. They're legally binding, and we have to honor them. If a client sees us being so lax with other companies' data, it wouldn't be weird they thought we were being careless with theirs too. Please, be more careful from now on. Do I make myself clear?
Yes.
If you make another careless mistake with client data, your head could end up on the chopping block.
Right, I understand. It won't happen again.
I hope you don't think I'm being too hard on you, Daisy. Your proposals are usually A grade. But all it takes is one careless mistake to cancel out all of that hard work. You worked real hard to come up with this proposal over the last week, right?
Right.
Wouldn't it be a shame if it all came to nothing over a careless mistake? You seem to be making a lot of careless mistakes these days. How long has it been since you joined our company? 3 months now?
4 months.
I get that it's normal to feel tense at first when joining a new work environment. Are you getting used to it yet?
Yes, I think so.
Don't get me wrong, I do want you to get used to your job. But you do well to remember you're still a beginner too. Getting too comfortable means letting your guard down, and that's when the mistakes really start piling up. Let's try and keep a hold of some of that tension from when you first started out. If you're tense, you're alert. And when you're alert, you don't make careless mistakes.
Got it. I'll keep that in mind.
Great. Thanks for staying late tonight. Try not to do too much overtime, though.
I just reset the files.
Thanks. Alright, got 'em. Give me a little while on these.
Okay.
I'll take a look through them and get back to you then by the end of the day. Your work must be really piling up now. I'll get dealt with this ASAP so you can move on before you get overwhelmed.
Thanks a lot, Bruce. That's a big help.
Make sure you go home at a reasonable time, okay? Remember that our productivity goes down when we're tired or stressed. Going home and relaxing is going to get more work done in the long run than forcing yourself past your limit.
Okay, I'll go home as early as I can. You already left the office, didn't you? Sorry to drag you back into the work stuff while you're at home.
Don't sweat it. I think I could get this dealt with quickly after supper without my wife nagging at me.
You're married?
Sure am. We have a 5-year-old daughter.
Hello, this is Bruce's wife.
Huh? Bruce's wife? Really?
Yep.
Hi, it's nice to meet you. My name's Daisy. Your husband's my boss.
Bruce hasn't put down his freaking phone all evening, so I just had to grab it to figure out if he was cheating on me. I thought I was about to catch him red-handed. But I see you were just talking about work.
I'm really sorry to keep him this late at night. I messed up today, and it made extra work for him.
Oh, don't be silly. I should be the one apologizing, Pumpkin Pie. My husband's here at home slacking off on the sofa while his poor employees are still all slaving away at the office.
No. The only reason I'm still here is because I'm late getting all my work done today. Bruce isn't slacking off. He works really hard.
So tell me, is he a strict boss? Go on, you can tell me. We'll keep this between us girls. He kind of seems like a strict hard-ass judging from these chat logs. But he really takes his work seriously, you know? I've never met such a square.
He's not hard on me. He's actually really thoughtful and considerate. I haven't been at the company long, and he always makes sure I understand what's expected of me. I probably wouldn't have made it through the first week without his guidance. I'm really grateful for him.
Oh, that's sweet. You seem nice. Take good care of him for me.
Daisy, I'm really sorry about that. My wife came up from behind me and took my phone off me.
She seems really outgoing.
That's one way of putting it. I'm sorry if she made you uncomfortable.
No, it's fine, really. I was just a little surprised is all.
That never should have happened. I hope you can forgive me. I told her countless times you're one of my employees, but she didn't believe me. Can we just pretend it didn't happen?
Pretend what didn't happen? I don't have a clue what you're talking about. Really, she seems like fun though. Your house must be a lively place with a wife that energetic.
Yeah, a little too lively. It's the Italian blood, if you ask me.
Is she mixed race?
Technically she is, but you can't really tell. Her grandma was Italian, but she looks just as black as me. She's still in contact with the Italian side of her family. They're really close.
Ooh, international.
She even flies over to Italy to meet them sometimes. Actually, she'll be going over there again next week with our daughter.
Just the two of them. What about you?
Things at the office are too hectic for me to take any time off right now. I'm kinda sad I won't be able to see my little girl for a while, but it can't be helped.
How long will we be gone for? It surely can't be that long. Will you really be that lonely?
Of course I will. Anyway, that's enough non-work related stuff. Sorry for blabbing on about my personal life. I'll get back to you later once I've checked the files.
Alright, thanks, Bruce. Sorry again for the trouble. Have a good evening.
Hey, Daisy, is the meeting over yet?
Evening, Bruce. Thanks for today. Yeah, I literally just got out as you messaged me.
You only just got out? Christ, that dragged on longer than I expected. It started at 5 p.m., right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. This one was a slog. It was slow, common ground was hard to come by, and it felt like we weren't really getting anywhere most of the time. But I kept extending it because I knew that if we didn't hash everything out and reach an agreement today, we probably wouldn't be able to fit these guys in again for a while. The client seemed a little... how to put this? Low energy? I felt like I had to hold the guy's hand from start to finish.
I'm pretty sure the meeting with them last week ran late too. Did you go to our company office for this?
Yes.
I see. Well, in that case, you don't have to bother coming back to the office today. Go home and put your feet up.
Thanks a lot. I'm pleased you said that. I'm starved. So starved, in fact, I'm not even sure I can make it back to work if I tried.
That settles it then. You're officially banned from the office for the rest of tonight. Oh yeah, that reminds me. There's an amazing burger place near the station by the client's company HQ you just went to. Their bacon cheeseburgers are to die for. They're open till midnight and serve alcohol. If you like a drink, that is.
Oh, really?
Really? There are a few other nice bars and restaurants in the area too. It's actually a real popular spot. You're off work tomorrow, right? You can always head home after grabbing a bite to eat.
Oh, you seem really knowledgeable on this part of town. How come?
Me and my wife head down there a few times a month. I've been doing so for years. I know all the best places for a drink and bite to eat.
Cool! Are there any Italian restaurants a girl can go to on her own? I could murder a bolognese right about now. And a glass of wine or two to wash it down with wouldn't hurt either.
I've got you covered. There's an Italian restaurant next door to the burger place I just mentioned. It's pretty unique actually. It's a cafe by day and a restaurant by night. They're open till late, and I can personally vouch for the exquisiteness of the bolognese.
It's a cafe in the daytime? Now that's trendy.
Right? It's crazy popular too. I often see women enjoying a drink on their own at night. It sounds perfect for you.
No kidding.
This is kinda embarrassing, but I forgot what it's called. Give me a sec to look it up. I'll send you the address.
Sorry to trouble you with this, Bruce. Thanks so much. It's been ages since I enjoyed a nice glass of wine. I can't wait to let my hair down.
Remember to drink sensibly. I know it's your day off tomorrow, but 2-day hangovers are a thing. Thanks again for today. I really appreciate you staying late for the meeting. Be careful on the way home.
Don't worry, I'm driving, so I have no choice but to behave myself. Thanks again, Bruce. Have a good night.
Hey, Daisy! What the hell was that message just now? I wanna see you, Daddy? Why would you call me Daddy? I'm your boss. Stop messing around. Did you drink too much wine? Are you drunk?
No, I'm not drunk. I swear. I'm really sorry, but that message was from your daughter. I'm looking after her. I found her wandering around outside on her own.
My daughter? You're looking after my daughter? How's that possible?
Like I just said, I found her wandering around on her own outside, so I took her in. I swear I'm telling the truth. She's with me now.
What? But my daughter's abroad with my wife right now. Seriously, what are you talking about? Is this some kind of weird prank? If it is, you better stop.
No, Bruce, I swear I'm telling the truth. I have no idea what she was doing on her own in that part of town at this time, but she was... I spotted her and took her in.
Surely this must be a case of mistaken identity.
Is your daughter's name Cassia Johnson?
Sure is, but...
She said she went strawberry picking with her dad last Sunday. She said he tripped over and got his face caked in mud. Does that ring a bell?
Yeah, that did happen.
So it is your daughter. She has a little pouch around her neck. It's got a ball pen with her company logo inside it.
I gave her that pouch.
Right? Besides, Cassia's not exactly a name you hear every day. When she mentioned the holiday, I was certain she was your daughter.
Why would she be wandering around on her own at night in that part of town? Why would she be on her own at all? She should be in Italy. None of this makes sense.
Shall we discuss this in person? You want to come out to us?
I already called the taxi. I almost jumped in the car in a panic when I remember I had a few beers. Hold tight. I won't be long.
Okay. Your daughter just told me something. She said her and your wife didn't end up going to the airport on the day they were supposed to fly off to Italy.
Huh? Wait, what? If they didn't go to the airport, where did they go?
She said your wife told her they were going to her friend's house. That friend turned out to be a guy.
A guy?
She said when they got to his house, he flipped out because she never told him she was bringing Kasia. Apparently they left her at his house and disappeared somewhere after that.
Where did they go?
I have no idea. This is just a guess, but maybe they went to Italy just as planned? Maybe the plan was to go with her guy friend all along?
But she never told me she was going with anyone except Kasia. It was just supposed to be the two of them.
Listen, Bruce. Kasia says your wife told her not to tell anyone about what happened before she left. Apparently she waited for a little while in the room they left her in. But she said being all on her own in some stranger's house like that made her feel scared, so she escaped. That's when I ran into her. I was driving home from that Italian place you recommended when I saw her wandering around at the side of a road.
Wait, so this all started 3 days ago when they were due to fly? Are you telling me my Kasia's been all on her own for 3 days straight?
Looks like it. It's only natural she'd want to escape. I'm actually amazed that she was able to sit tight for so long, all on her own in a strange house.
How is she? Is she hurt?
No, she seems fine. She just seems confused is all, which is only natural. She said her mom left her a bunch of food, so it wasn't like she was starving or anything. From what she tells me, it mainly consisted of candy and potato chips, but still, food is food.
Wow, I see. I'm so relieved she's safe.
She says the house she escaped from isn't very far from where I found her. But I wonder who the mystery guy is. Any ideas?
Nothing. My wife has a lot of friends.
I'm sorry to have to say this, but I got a feeling they're more than just friends. She wouldn't be lying to you and acting so suspiciously if they were. Plus, she tried to keep Kasia from talking. This can only be one thing.
God damn it! You're right. Actually, come to think of it, there is someone who comes in line. Remember the friend I told you about earlier? The one who lives near the station at all those restaurants, who me and my wife always go out to see. Me and my wife have known him for 10 years.
You think it's him?
It's hard to believe, but his house is nearby. I just got in the taxi. I'll be with you in 15. Is there somewhere nice and warm you guys can wait?
There's a Pete Donald's nearby. They're open 24/7. I'll head over and get Kasia a Pete burger. Lord knows she could do with eating something that isn't candy.
Thanks, Daisy. She'll love that. Hold tight. I won't be long. Hey, Carrie. You guys having fun in Italy?
Oh, you betcha! Kasia's having a blast. She's playing in the pool at the minute. I'm so pleased we came.
Is she now? I see. That's strange, because Kasia's asleep on my lap as we speak.
What are you talking about?
I wonder who that is playing in the pool if Kasia's here with me. It sure as heck can't be her, because you left her on her own in some strange house and got on a plane to Italy with some guy.
How do you know that?
Because someone found our daughter, took her in, and gave me a call.
Someone took her? No, this should not be happening. Who? Why? How?
That's exactly why I want to ask you. You're right. This most definitely should not be happening. The person who took her in off the streets is here with me now. Here, I'll put her on.
Hi, Carrie. This is Daisy.
Daisy? Who's Oh, wait, my husband's employee?
Yes. I found your daughter wandering around by the side of the road all on her own while driving home after going for a drink and a bite to eat after work. I took her in and called your husband immediately.
Thanks for doing that.
You're welcome. Now, forgive me if this is a rude thing to say to my boss's wife, but you're the worst mother on the planet.
Excuse me?
It's bad enough that you lied to Bruce. But to leave your daughter all on her own at your lover's house while you jet off abroad together? It's almost hard to believe a person would behave so despicably.
My lover? He's not my lover. No, you've got this all wrong. Don't comment on things you don't know nothing about, you dumb bitch.
Who knows what could have happened to Kasia if I hadn't found her? It was cold, dark, and there were drunk people everywhere. She was terrified. Your lover's holiday was obviously far more important to you than your own daughter.
Quit sticking your nose where it doesn't belong. This has nothing to do with you. Outsiders should keep their mouths shut about things they don't know nothing about.
If you're so wild about your lover boy that you'd leave your daughter all on her own to spend time with him, why did you even bother taking her in the first place? Are you stupid?
I'm not the stupid one. I wanted to go on my own, but my stupid husband insisted I take her with me. He said he couldn't look after her because he was so busy with work. What was I supposed to do? I couldn't reschedule the holiday, so it was either take her or not go. And there was no way I was gonna call it off.
You wanted to be with him that badly, huh? He must be a special guy. The fact that your husband funded the whole thing just tops it all off. He paid for you to go abroad and cheat on him while you left your daughter on her own in some strange house.
Oh, why did that little moron have to go and escape? She ruined all my plans.
Your plans were ruined the moment your boyfriend flipped out at you for bringing her. There was no way it was ever gonna work. The fact you still tried, in spite of that being so patently obvious, astonishes me. Did you seriously think you could stop a 5-year-old girl from telling anyone she'd been left on her own for an entire week with nothing to eat except candy and potato chips?
A 5-year-old girl should do what she's told. That idiot!
You're the idiot for thinking you were gonna get away with this in the first place. And please, are you really blaming Kasia for this? You just don't know when to give up, do you? Your plan was full of holes from the get-go. You only have yourself to blame for the mess you're in now.
Ah, shut your mouth! Shut up, shut up, shut up! You meddling bitch!
Loverboy played you like a fiddle. He really hit the jackpot with his free holiday.
No, he's not using me. He's not like that. He came because he wants to be with me. He says he gets butterflies in his stomach when we're together.
I bet you just took him because you're worried he'll get bored of you, and you thought a free holiday might keep him interested. Can you say with 100% certainty he's not using you?
Yes, I can, because he isn't. Our relationship is stronger than that. You don't know what you're talking about. We've been doing this for 10 years. Do you have any idea how much we love each other?
No, I don't, Carrie. Would you mind telling me? How about you tell me all about it? I'm waiting. I appreciate it if you don't bullshit me either. Go on. Let's see some honesty for a change.
Bruce?
Yes, honey, it's me. I hope you're having a swell time in Italy, sweetie. Oh, by the way, I've got a pretty good idea who you're cheating on me with now. I've racked my brains, and it could only be our friend who's lived near the station for the last 10 years. Tell me, How's Chris doing today? How's he finding the Italian climate? Jeez, I mean, what kind of buddy bangs your wife behind your back? Friendship's not what it used to be.
I'm so sorry, Bruce.
We're getting a divorce.
No, please. I didn't mean any of that stuff I just said. I was just mad, that's all. I lost my temper when that meddling bitch from your company started sticking her nose in our business. It's not true. I don't love him.
I'd prefer if you were a little nicer to Daisy. She took our daughter in off the streets, you know? Plus, if not for her, I might have never found out about your affair or even seen your true colors. You find out what someone's really made of when they feel cornered, and I've seen enough of the real you now to know that I want you out of my life. Don't bother coming home.
No, wait. Please, will you just hear me out? We're husband and wife, Bruce. We love each other. Surely the least you can do is talk to me?
We loved each other. Past tense.
I want you to understand why I did this. I worked so hard to win your approval, but it never got me anywhere. I wanted nothing more than to make you happy. I tried so hard to be the perfect wife, but it was all for nothing. Yes, I cheated on you. I admit it. But I need attention too, Bruce. You were never around. What did you expect me to do? You love your damn job more than you love me.
Whatever the reason, the bottom line is that you cheated. If you were unhappy, you should have told me about it. But you didn't, did you? You did the worst thing you possibly could. You won't get away with this.
Please, no. Why won't you listen to me?
Hey, Carrie. It's Daisy again.
What the hell gives you the right to go barging into my private life like this? Get lost. I don't want to speak to you. Put my husband back on.
I'd love to, but he said he has nothing more to say to you. So that's gonna be a little tough. I have to let you know that there's a good chance your husband and daughter aren't gonna be around anymore when you get back from your holiday.
No. No. You need to tell my husband. You need to tell him I'm getting on the first flight back so we can talk this through. Tell him to wait.
Even if I told him, I really don't think it'd change anything. Oh, he did tell me something one time, though. I guess I may as well let you know. It could help you make your sense of your predicament.
What is it? What did he say?
He told me that no matter how good you usually are at your job, one careless mistake is all it takes to ruin all of your hard work. You said you worked hard to be the perfect wife. But marriage, just like work, has to be based on a solid foundation of trust. Which means your contract just got terminated. See ya! Bruce got the ball rolling with the divorce immediately. He won custody of Cassia, and the whole thing went through without a hitch. He told me his wife and her lover apologized profusely to him. But forgiveness was the last thing on his mind, and he was merciless in extracting as much compensation as possible from them in court. Then, he invited Carrie and Loverboy to a family meeting with both sets of parents present, where they were savagely condemned from all sides. Apparently, unable to handle the stress of it all, they both turned as white as sheets and broke down in tears. Talk about catharsis! Bruce is a nice guy, but he can be ruthless when he needs to be. I learned a valuable lesson. Never get on his bad side. He's just as strict as ever at work, but I feel like this whole thing brought us closer, and he's a lot easier to speak to now. Sometimes, he even talks to me about his daughter. Relationships with bosses can be up there with in-laws in terms of difficulty, so I feel blessed to have one as great as Bruce. Here's hoping we carry on getting along this well.